Say, surely my prayer and my sacrifice and my living and my dying are only for Allah, the Lord of the worlds. And that's what I'm commanded to first among those who are submitting to commands of Allah. And that is a time to discuss about sacrifice, because we know about the greatest sacrifice of whole mankind. There is no such example when a person will sacrifice everything he has. And there's the example of the grandson of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His name was Husayn. And he set up the example of greatest sacrifice for justice, for righteous, for right, and against the evil, and not to submit to the unjust ruler. Like example, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's grandson, when he was stand against the ruler who was Yazid, who was a monarchist, who was not selected by the believers, rather he took the throne of his father, Muawiyah. And the Hussein, he stand up against him, not just because he was monarchist, also for many other reasons, because he was not implementing the law of Allah on the people. He was going against the law of Allah, the law of God. So he stood up against, and then he was going towards Kufa, which is part of Iraq today. And then he has the people who want to join him to make revolution against Yazid, the unjust rule. And then when he was reaching there, they backed out, and they were conquered by the army from Yazid, 30,000 probably. And they were just 72 people, and which includes women and children. And then he was given the choice to accept the rule of Yazid. Even if it is wrong or right, you just accept it. And he said, no, I cannot do wrong, because he learned from his grandfather, Prophet Muhammad, to never to submit to the evil and always stand up for the justice. And that has happened in this month, because that's the reason I am speaking now, because tonight is the starting of Muharram, the first month of Islamic calendar, according to the moon cycle, lunar calendar. So tomorrow is the Friday, and that's the first of Muharram. So it's a great month. Among the 4 sacred months, one is Muharram. The Rajab, Shaban, Ramadan, Muharram. These are the 4. Zulhijjah also. Zulhijjah. Rajab, Muharram, Zulqada, and Zulhijjah. Okay, 4 months. Not Ramadan, not Shaban, but Rajab, Muharram, Zulqada, Zulhijjah. These are the 4 sacred months where in Islamic law it's forbidden to do any war in these 4 months. And it's mentioned in the Quran that the 4 months are sacred. And the Muharram is among the 4 months which are sacred. So this is the month today, and that month has one of the day of that month on the 10th of this month, which we call Ashura, which come from word Ashura. Ashura means the 10. And on that day, so many things happen. Like Prophet Adam was forgiven his sin. Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, he crossed his ark. Prophet Yunus alayhi salam, Jonah, he was out from the belly of the fish. Prophet Musa alayhi salam and his people were saved from the Red Sea, passed through the Red Sea, and then saved from the Pharaoh. And Prophet Abraham was saved from the fire when people thrown him in fire when he destroyed their idols. So many things happen on that day. And even the day of judgment will be on that day also, Ashura. But there are many Muslims, they are not aware that there was something great happen in this ummah. That the Prophet Muhammad's family, his grandson, and all the family members, all the male members were sacrificed, slaughtered on that day. But they never give up. Only the female members were survived, and one of the son of Hussein, whose name was Zainul Abidin, Ali, his name is also Ali. Ali, something I forgot, but he was known as Zainul Abidin, Ali. And he was not killed on that battle, but captured and brought to Yazid. And all the female members of Prophet Muhammad, the female members of the family of the Prophet Muhammad, were also captured and brought to Sham, to the palace of Yazid. And that is something great that happened, and it's happened to the family of the Prophet Muhammad. And we found out that mostly there is no discussion about it. The Shia, they discuss it about it. And now there is a friction between Shia and Sunni. The Sunni are considering Shia as a disbeliever or not Muslim. But it's not true. Shia are good Muslims. They are Muslims. Rather, we talk about Sunni Shia. We talk about Muslim. We are Muslims. We are believers. We are not supposed to talk about Sunni Shia, Hanafi, Shafi'i, Maliki, Hanbali, Ash'ari. No, it is making us divide. And we should not talk about Pakistani or Saudi or Emirati or Qatari. No, this is a distraction. The United States of America, this is not the one country. It is the 52 countries. They join together to make one country. So it is United States of America. The 52 countries, they join to become a one powerful country. EU has a 19 countries, and these 19 countries become one country. EU, European Union. That is Islamic ideology. The time of the Umar radiallahu anhu, there was no two Khalifa, only one Khalifa, only one Amir, only one president. And the Prophet ﷺ said, if there is a one Amir, and then if somebody wants to become Amir, you should have to give him death penalty, because he is dividing the Muslims. And those Sunni who say that Shia are the kafir, I'm asking them, if you are the good Muslims, why you never try to help Palestine? The thousands of children being slaughtered, even if they are collecting the food, the Israelis are killing them. So who has dared to fight against Israel, to give them the lesson? What they did with Gaza, it is same thing happened with Israel. It is totally pulverized. I was listening in the television. 11,000 buildings are totally zero in Israel. 11,000 buildings, and 30,000 buildings are damaged. It's a great destruction, because when you are arrogant and they do injustices to people, the God will bring you the same thing to you. And they were begging now, please stop the war. We need ceasefire. But what happened before? When all the world want to make ceasefire, Israel doesn't want to ceasefire. Even every time in the United Nations, there is a resolution, 190 countries, they say, we want to stop the war now in Palestine. Stop the war, ceasefire. The Israel said, no, I don't like to ceasefire. I just want to kill. And mostly there are 2-3 countries who favor, like USA and other countries. They make veto. Subhanallah. I think the United Nations, it is not the place where you can ever get justice. Why? When 190 countries said something, we want ceasefire, and only one country can change the decision. I veto this. I don't like it. I want the war continue. Where is justice now? 7 billion people want to stop the war. More than 7 billion people, 7.5 billion people want to stop the war, and only one country say, no, I veto this. I don't like to stop war. Go on and just do murder. I don't know why the people have to go in United Nations. I think it's a waste of time. United Nations is, for me, it's like nonsense. It is nothing. I can even not ashamed to say United Nations is just like garbage. Because what is it? When the whole world want to say, stop the war, it is too much. Thousands of people, the children mostly, are slaughtered already. And people are dying with starvation, with hunger. Attacked by the bomb, and then their feet are already damaged, their arms are already damaged, and they need to be amputated. You need to ampute this, because if you don't ampute this arm, they spread the poison into your body. And now doctors are amputing. You can now try to open to yourself that you are in the hospital now, and doctor is going to cut your leg without anesthesia. You imagine it, your mind will explode. Your heart will explode. How I can tolerate the doctor is going to cut my leg without anesthesia, without putting me in sleep, and my leg is going to be cut. My arm is going to cut without anesthesia. And that's happening in Palestine with children. I saw people crying when mentioned about, the doctors are crying when they mention about it. They have to cut the legs of the children, the arms of the children without anesthesia. That is the level of the zulm, the injustice operation made by Israel and those countries who don't want to do this ceasefire in United Nations. Europe already signed, okay, we want to stop the war now. Every country, more than 7.5 billion people, country which is population more than 7.5 billion people, they already signed, we want to stop the war right now. It's too much. No, we don't like to stop it. And now what happened after the 12 days of war with Iran? Now the Israel is begging, please, I want to make a ceasefire now. Please give me the ceasefire now. That is the justice of Allah. We can forget to do justice. Allah never forget to do justice. So what happened now? The Imam Husayn and all his family members, the family of the Prophet Muhammad, they did not surrender. They gave their lives. One by one, the children, young one, old ones, everybody. And finally, the Imam Husayn, he fought it. He killed many evil people, and then he was attacked with 100 wounds of the sword and the arrows. He has 100 plus wounds in his body before he was martyred, and his head was chopped. And his weight was brought to the Yazid. And that is a story. In Iran, there is a story for the people every day now, in this month. They repeat it. And that's make them strong. That's make them how to keep sacrifice and how to be strong. So that is our topic now. We start from tonight until the 10th of Ashura, the 10th of this month. We are going to discuss this story to learn about the great story of the family of the Prophet Muhammad. Prophet Abraham, when he was giving sacrifice to his son, it was not taken by Allah. Allah changed it with the sheep, and we are practicing this now. We are practicing it with slaughtering the cows and goats and animals, the camels, sheep, goats. Prophet Jesus was about to give sacrifice. His sacrifice was not taken also. Because he prayed, he fell on the garden of Gethsemane, put his head on the floor and said, God, if it is your will, please pass the cup. If it is your will. And then he said that his prayer was answered, that he was not going to be crucified. So he was not able to give that sacrifice. But these prophets, Muhammad's family, they were able to give this great sacrifice in this month, on 10th of Ashura. And we're going to fast on this day and combine it with 9 and 10. We usually make 3 days fast, because every month 3 days fast. So 8, 9, 10, we do fasting. And it's also solidarity with the family of the Prophet Muhammad, because they were hungry and thirsty for 3 days, because they were cut off their water by the army, and they had no water to drink, they have no food to eat. So we can do the same imitation with them, that how they sacrificed and they were hungry and thirsty. So we are fasting for 3 days, 8th of Muharram, 9th and 10th Ashura. So may Allah guide us.